play?
What?
Just like two people versus AI. Oh, Supreme Commander.
Whee!
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I just got one that's 4v1, and it's like four.
Found a secret toilet. I found a secret toilet! Oh my god! They put a toilet in an area you can never reach unless you go through the wall. What the fuck? I'm trapped in a toilet! I am trapped in a fucking toilet!
Probably spying. Now, Ozar Chernenko's using all those processors to run some analytic models.
Like legit, I clipped through everything, fell into a room that doesn't exist with the toilet in it, and now I'm trapped inside four walls with the toilet.
This is like a bad version of The Sims 2.
Game of the year.
Hello and welcome to my shotgun style review of Tom Clancy's Division by Ubisoft. Now pardon my overlay in the bottom left corner there, I mean feel free to look at my computer specs that I've been doing this on, but yeah, it was already too late. I made the video footage and didn't know that the overlay would be there. But enough of that, let's get with the game. Now I must admit that I had mixed feelings about the game, especially after playing the beta, as if that was everything it had to show, and to be honest it was kinda right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start off with all the content this game has to offer, starting with the crafting system. Now, the crafting system is really simple. You get blueprints from doing side missions, and then you can craft them with very simple tools that you can pick up in the game world and by deconstructing equipment. You can also recalibrate your weapons, and what that'll do is change an undesirable stat in exchange for either in-game currency of like your Phoenix daily credits or your actual cash, and that'll allow you to kind of customize your weapons and gear if it doesn't have the stats you wanted or desired. The grouping and interpersonal ability to communicate with other players is perfect for this game, and you can definitely tell that it's kind of a cross-platform feel, like you would want a controller for some of this, but it works just fine with the mouse and keyboard. You can see where your friends are on the map, even though you can't actually see them, but you can go ahead and see what they're doing and even join their group if they have one, and help them out. The cool thing is you can do that at any time, and they can also join you as well. Now, as you can see on the map, there's a lot of icons. A lot of those are not just missions. The missions are like instances for your traditional MMOs, and then you got the actual side missions as well. Now here you're looking at an Echo. This is kind of like a Batman and investigation sort of scene. It kind of either puts the pieces together for the story, or you might actually be looking for someone and you're trying to find clues. The game does have some on-rails feel to it, but it does kind of have these places you can explore, like these supermarkets, to find supplies for crafting, and that'll allow you to kind of go out and about and encourage you to look around and see what's happening in the world. You'll have civilians around, they'll come and give you things if you give them water and food, and then you can run into skirmishes with the locals and also run into them fighting each other as well, and pick up, and being that is Ubisoft, yeah, there's lots of collectibles like this phone here. Now I definitely keep coming back to this game. It's not the best game, I do feel it was overhyped, but the combat is so much fun. I have a blast with all the different abilities that you get, and it's very simple. You can change them at any time. They even have little buffs for each ability to kind of customize them the way you want, whether it's going to be more damage or have some sort of crowd control effect or burning effect. Now it is a cover-to-cover shooter. That means you're not going to be doing any actual prone or kneeling down of any sort, using any sort of hotkey. But there is iron sights, there's scopes. The scopes come in different varieties, and there's grenades, and plenty of things for you to do as well. For example, these NPCs are taking cover, and I want something that can help break that. I picked up the Seeker Mine. Absolutely love the Seeker Mine, one of my favorite gadgets you can use. And he just goes right on over, throws some fire above them, and then that breaks them from their cover, and I can pick them off. Now, unfortunately, this was a hostage mission. You'll be doing a lot of those. It's a bit grindy when you're first trying to get your supply, because the missions, which give you most of it, run out. So you're going to be doing a lot of recycled side missions, which is kind of one of the negatives to the game. Now, the one other thing that I really felt let the game down was getting to the end game was a bit of a journey, which was a lot of fun, but once you're there, that's it. You're just going to be doing missions that you've already done on various difficulties in order to get that high-end gear. And once you got that high-end gear, you're in the dark zone, but that's only going to offer you high-end gear as well, so you're just kind of like, I beat the Division, I guess. So now I'll briefly touch bases with my thoughts on the graphics and the audio, which, to be honest, are superb. For example, I'll let you guys listen to what it sounds like when you're fighting inside the subways. Yep, here he is. This game paid a lot of detail for both its sound and its environments. I never felt like I was going through the same area, and it had a pretty good feeling like it was actually New York or close to it. On top of having the day one in-game proximity VoIP as well, I think the audio is a big win. And right now I feel the biggest holy grail for this game is its Dark Zone play. That is the single reason why I feel I want to return to it each and every time, so I can get into my party and my group and go out in the Dark Zone and just let things happen. Get in a fight with rogue agents, go rogue yourself, and have a lot of fun, get some new loot, maybe if you're not already full and high-end gear, and always having that eyeball in the back of your head because you never know who might betray you. Even your own team might betray you. One of them, like for example, what's happening here right now. One of our guys decided that he wanted to kill the other team and forcing us to be rogue. And there's a lot at stake. If you go rogue, you lose more stuff, you lose XP, you lose currency, you lose keys, you can lose your gear that you found from the Dark Zone, or take their gear that they found. So for me, this game's a 7 out of 10. You got an awesome game here to play with your friends, great gun customization, outfits, you got tons of loot. The Dark Zone is a lot of fun for PvP. You got a functional proximity chat for your VoIP. You also got a beautiful world to play in and explore with attention to a lot of detail, both audio and visually. The cons though, it's still buggy, there's glitches, there's exploits, and there is no endgame. You're pretty much spending it farming Phoenix credits through the Dark Zone, having whatever fun you can there, and doing your missions, getting your dailies done. I hope you enjoyed this review, and see you later.